1. Which of the following best describes the primary role of a security operations analyst in an organization? A. Designing network infrastructures. E. Monitoring security systems and responding to incidents. C. Managing human resources in security teams. D. Developing new security technologies. 2. What is the key objective of a security information and event management SIEM system in security operations? A. To track employee productivity. E. To provide real-time analysis of security alerts. C. To develop security policies for the organization. D. To create encryption systems for communications. 3. What is the primary responsibility of a security operations analyst when investigating a security incident? A. Only documenting the incident. B. Blocking all incoming traffic from external sources. C. Collecting evidence, analyzing logs, and identifying the attack's origin. D. Installing software to prevent the attack from spreading. 4. When responding to a security incident, which of the following is the first step in the incident response lifecycle? A. Containment. B. Identification. C. Recovery. D. Eradication. 5. Which of the following is a key benefit of continuous monitoring in a security operations center, SOC? A. To ensure high employee satisfaction. E. To provide real-time insight into network security status. C. To develop marketing strategies for security tools. D. To reduce downtime by automating security processes. 6. In the context of security operations, what does pivoting refer to? A. Changing the network's IP addresses during an attack. B. Moving laterally across the network to escalate privileges or access additional data. C. Shutting down a server to prevent further attacks. D. Creating new firewall rules to block the attackers. 7. What does a false positive mean in security operations? A. A legitimate threat is mistakenly categorized as benign. B. A non-existent threat is incorrectly identified as real. C. An alert that is ignored by the SOC team. D. An attacker successfully breaches the network without detection. 8. Which security framework is most commonly used by security operations analysts to guide incident handling and response? A. NIST Cybersecurity Framework. B. ISO IEC 27001. C. COBIT Framework. D. ITIL Framework. 9. How should a security operations analyst prioritize alerts generated from a SIEM system? A. By the type of data the alert is based on. By the time of the day the alert was triggered. C. By the severity and potential impact of the alert. D. By the geographic location of the event. 10. What is the primary purpose of threat hunting in security operations? A. To search for hidden vulnerabilities in the network. B. To proactively search for evidence of active threats within the network. C. To block external communications to prevent attacks. D. To respond to incidents as they occur. 11. What is the role of a security operations analyst in the context of regulatory compliance? A. Ensuring that the organization's network is always available. B. Maintaining compliance with security-related regulations such as GDPR or HIPAA. C. Developing new security policies for the company. D. Managing employee training on cybersecurity. 12. In terms of mentoring, what is the most important skill for a security operations analyst to have when training junior staff? A. The ability to provide clear, actionable feedback and guidance. B. The ability to create complex security configurations. C. The ability to perform all tasks without assistance. D. The ability to use security tools without explanation. 13. Which of the following techniques should a security operations analyst use to mitigate the impact of a ransomware attack? A. Disconnecting the network and restoring from backups. Encrypting all internal communications. C. Alerting the media to raise awareness. D. Reinstalling operating systems on all affected machines. 14. In the context of security operations, which of the following is considered a proactive approach to cybersecurity? A. Conducting post-incident analysis. B. Responding to alerts after they occur. C. Installing firewalls and configuring intrusion detection systems. D. Restoring data from backups after a breach. 15. What is the purpose of performing a root cause analysis after a security incident? A. To ensure all affected users are notified. B. To identify the underlying cause of the incident and prevent future occurrences. To terminate all employees associated with the incident. D. To immediately patch all vulnerabilities in the system. 16. What is an example of a blue team activity in a security operations center? A. Launching simulated attacks to test the defense systems. B. Defending against actual attacks and monitoring the network. C. Developing malware to test response strategies. D. Analyzing network traffic for offensive tactics. 17. What is the primary role of the red team in security operations? A. To monitor and respond to real-time alerts. B. To simulate real-world attacks to test the organization's defenses. C. To conduct vulnerability assessments. D. To develop security policies for the company. 18. What is a key consideration when designing an effective incident response plan? A. It should include clear roles, responsibilities, and escalation paths. It should focus only on physical security breaches. C. It should prioritize financial concerns over security. D. It should be a static document that never changes. 19. Which of the following tools is commonly used by security operations analysts to detect malware? A. Intrusion detection systems, IDS. B. Email filtering systems. C. Antivirus software. D. Data loss prevention, DLP, tools. 20. When mentoring a new analyst, what is the most important aspect of ensuring their success in security operations? A. Encouraging them to work independently from the start. B. Providing a structured learning path with hands-on exercises and real-world scenarios. C. Only focusing on theory and abstract concepts. D. Limiting their exposure to live incidents to avoid mistakes. 21. How can security operations analysts effectively communicate findings from an incident investigation? A. By sending technical reports only to senior executives. By using clear, non-technical language that all stakeholders can understand. C. By focusing solely on the technical details and ignoring business implications. D. By communicating findings only verbally to avoid documentation. 22. What is a tactics, techniques, and procedures analysis used for in security operations? A. To evaluate the effectiveness of backup systems. B. To identify patterns in attacker behavior and improve defense mechanisms. C. To track compliance with industry standards. D. To measure the success of marketing campaigns. 23. What is the primary focus of the containment phase of incident response? A. Isolating the affected system to prevent further spread of the attack. B. Recovering data from backups. C. Analyzing the attack to understand the cause. D. Notifying stakeholders and authorities. 24. In the context of incident management, what does escalation refer to? A. Moving an incident from a lower level of severity to a higher level of attention. B. Expanding the scope of an incident to include all systems. C. Ignoring the incident until further details are available. D. Restarting systems to resolve the issue. 25. Which of the following actions is not recommended for a security operations analyst during a live security breach? A. Collecting and preserving evidence for later analysis. B. Reporting the incident to relevant stakeholders. C. Automatically shutting down affected systems to prevent further damage. D. Documenting the incident as it unfolds for future review. 26. What is the purpose of a vulnerability assessment in security operations? A. To test the effectiveness of the incident response plan. B. To identify and address weaknesses in the network and systems before they are exploited. C. To measure the performance of security monitoring tools. D. To evaluate the financial impact of a potential breach. 27. Which of the following is an important factor when choosing security monitoring tools for an organization? A. Cost effectiveness and alignment with the organization's security needs. B. The brand name of the vendor. C. The complexity of the tool, regardless of its effectiveness. D. Whether the tool has been in use for many years. 28. Which action should a security operations analyst take when suspicious activity is detected during routine network monitoring? A. Ignore the activity if it seems to be non-critical. B. Immediately block the source of the activity and begin an investigation. C. Notify senior management without taking any action. D. Reboot the affected systems without further analysis. 29. What is the primary benefit of performing threat intelligence analysis in a security operations center? A. To provide a historical analysis of past incidents. B. To identify emerging threats and vulnerabilities before they can be exploited. C. To reduce the workload of security analysts. D. To make decisions about the financial aspects of security operations. 30. Which type of analysis focuses on identifying anomalies in normal network traffic? A. Behavioral analysis. B. Signature-based analysis. C. Heuristic analysis. D. Statistical analysis,